Alright, we're doing that again. Round 2. It's gonna work this time. Yawhg, oh shit. The app is not already running. Son of a bitch.
You complete fucking ape.
Let's just... Do you want to just... Yeah, fuck it, leave this shit in. I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck it, we'll do it live!
Just believe. God fucking damn it.
It wasn't enough.
The Yawhg developers, once again, I'm going to say that I said this once already.
Okay, so it's recording now.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good.
Oh?
Yeah, but the first, probably solid minute of this is just going to be black screen.
Black screen.
But you know what?
Oh?
That's what people get. They have to experience our hardships along with us.
I know.
Okay?
Yeah, this game though is truly when I first played it, I told you about it. You remember me, and I didn't shut up about it for 3 days after that. Remember?
Yeah.
It made me didn't want to play it. So we're joined by Blake and Shelby.
So.
Hello.
And it's kind of a tradition here on the channel for whenever we have a new guest or a new set of guests.
It worked!
Nice.
It only took forever.
Yeah, every time we have a new set of guests or something to play this game with them, because it is a truly wonderful game. Now, if we could get it running, that'd be a different whole thing altogether.
Okay, so I always pick the same character.
You blue, right?
No, I always pick red.
Right.
Man.
I'll take blue.
Oh, don't tell me it crashed.
It may have
It may have crashed.
Just believe hard enough.
We're
You can see
Because if you see on the capture screen, it's frozen at the same frame.
music by Ryan Roth.
Well, Ryan Roth and Helena Herron did a wonderful job.
They
Yeah.
did. This is
Because I've heard this song 3 times now, and
Yeah.
I still love it.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey! Perfect.
Okay.
See, that was
Don't you
magic
love it
word.
when you think it crashes and then it's like, actually, I recovered?
Yeah, it's a
You guys are pronouncing this wrong. It's the Yawhg.
I'm sorry. I apologize for my insincerity.
Check yourself
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Click any button,
before
please.
you riggedy wreck yourself.
Okay, so now just pick all 4, and then we will... No, stick.
Who was it supposed to?
No?
No.
Is it not plugged in?
It's definitely plugged in. It's glowing.
It's Bluetooth though.
It is.
It's not.
It is Bluetooth.
We're having so
Do
many
you wanna
problems
fucking
with
test
this
me?
one.
Oh, maybe it crashed again. So let's give it a
hey.
second to
Oh my god.
maybe
so
recover.
Man, those controllers are Bluetooth.
I know, but I don't have Bluetooth on my computer.
Really? Never forget it.
I mean, I don't like
Priority.
wireless controllers because I have to replace batteries.
Sure.
Just use one
I
of the
use it literally
controller packs.
a foot away from my computer. Why should I ever
That's
not
fair.
have it
Oh.
wired?
There we go.
Oh.
Ah, yay!
So 1.
That's I always pick the dude at the top.
Alright. Now, between you two, I always take blue girl.
Can I be the green guy?
Wanna be Green Man?
I want to be the green man.
Alright.
That's okay. I'll be
We can
green.
rock, paper, scissors.
I'll be red Katara.
Alright, so we'll go in order from...
So the
Right.
fuck
It
is
picks
this?
the order.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Well, we'll read it.
Well,
Oh,
game-
unless it crashes again.
We'll give it a second.
It doesn't crash. It just drops to 1 frame a second for 20 seconds.
I'm sorry. It's actually at 1,044 frames per second.
It clearly isn't. It's showing the same frame.
That
It's on
frame
another
for
level.
1,044 frames per second.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's on a completely different level.
It's actually this
My baby.
Oh, that's pretty...
game that is basically just pictures is actually making my processor overheat. I can hear my computer going like
Solid.
like.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
also starting to flash red on the top.
The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep living our lives week by week, unaware. Okay. So,
Alright.
John,
So
you go first.
I'm going first.
Did the audio cut out?
No, it's still playing.
Try to pick something. I don't hear anything.
Oh, it's showing it on the capture, though.
What?
Like, on the capture, we have it.
What?
It also might be picking up the click from the remote.
No, that's just from the
That's
desktop.
just from the desktop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's running it.
Okay.
Alright, so basically how this works is you pick a place, you see how you've got, like, stats on the top right.
Yeah.
Those change. I'm gonna go to the alchemy tower. I'm gonna brew a potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She is adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm. Alright, Shelby, you're up. Where do you want to go? No, just tell me.
It's gonna be too much. If
The
we
tavern.
You want to go to the tavern? Alright, you want a bartender drink?
I want a drink.
Drink!
Hell yeah.
You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between you and 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. Awesome. Join.
Join the fray.
You jump into the thick of the fight and let loose some pent-up rage on some I cannot talk today.
It's okay.
Unsuspecting patrons. You gain 1 physique from all that exertion.
Nice.
Alrighty. I am gonna go...
Wait, this is me.
No,
No,
you're orange.
I'm red.
No, I'm red.
I thought I was red Katara.
Look at the dude character. Oh, wait.
It's-
I'm
yeah,
in the
you're-
freaking
you're
gardens,
yellow.
though. Look at my face in the
Your
gardens.
character's like, whoop!
He is like, ooh.
I was
ooh.
very confused.
I'm gonna go to the palace.
The palace.
Because I'm fucking royal. I'm gonna attend the ball.
Alright.
Because who doesn't like balls? You spend the week attending fancy gatherings.
Oh.
You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in, he says. I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak?
Have me a 3-way.
Do it. Teach the king your ways, or admit that you don't know how to help. I will teach the king my ways. I spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you for your... He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as
Thanks.
a reward.
Thanks
you
He
for
thanks
your
you.
hands.
He thanks you for your hands as he plops his throbbing rod into them. So I gain 3 wealth.
That's so many wealth.
Wealth. Later that night, you get the sinking feeling that you might have actually made things worse.
Run.
All right, I'm going to the arena.
You always do.
Always the arena. Compete, obviously. You spend a week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. Excuse me, sir, I need a sparring partner, he says. Are you down for a fight or two? I'm going to refer him to the burly... Actually, I'm going to refer him to the burly guy next to me. Thanks, he says. Later on, you see the 2 of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not to be punched in the face, you feel like you made a good decision. You gain 1 mind. Hell yeah. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the gardens.
Landscape.
I'm gonna go meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Wear the ring. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange, glowing markings appear on the outside of the band.
That's a ham.
The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating in beautiful orange light.
So there.
The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm.
A ghost shows up and it's like, you worked that ring, bitch, and then turns around and walks away. Like, it's just like, Uh-huh. Like, it just looks at you and nods.
Okay. What? Let's go to the hospital.
The hospital.
Tend patients. I don't want to clean.
You've done enough of that today.
Yeah. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining that his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Many choices.
2 choices.
Well, many to some.
That's 2.
It's more than one.
Kill me, fam.
Sing with him.
Okay.
You start trying to sing along with his voice. The 2 of you start singing wonderful melodies together, making everybody happy.
Aww.
One of the doctors slips you a sack of coins to thank you. You gain 2 wealth.
Oh, yeah. That doctor gave you a sack.
So I went from being like drunk one week to helping the hospital next
I
week.
can understand everybody.
Right?
It doesn't have to.
It was actually terrible singing. You were just drunk as hell and thought you were great.
They're like, just give him some money to shut him up.
Exactly.
Get him out of here.
To the forest.
All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna hunt.
You want chop
You
wood?
spend the week hunting defenseless critters.
You monster.
You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. I'm gonna help them. You confront the group and try to help them find their way back to town. They assault you and take all 4 wealth that you have accumulated. You can't seem to figure out where you are, and lead the group around in circles for hours. One of them asks you how you managed to find your way home back home at night. You don't actually know. Fuck me, I actually just got robbed.
Let's go to the slums and fight crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby. "Hey you," she calls out, "looking to make a bit of coin?" I know. I have actually never clicked no thanks, but no thanks. Despite your intention to say no, you find yourself... Oh, well...
Too bad, you actually hit yes.
I guess that's how that one goes. Despite your intention to say no, you find yourself giving into her will completely. She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. "Come closer," she says. "Nobody else can hear what I'm about to tell you." Oh, fuck. You lean in close, eager to learn how you'll be earning this coin. She presses herself right up against you, moving her lips slowly towards your ear. Suddenly, she bites your neck viciously. Blood pours from the wound as she clings to you tightly, lapping it all up. You black out. When you come to, she's standing over you. "Thanks," she says, tossing you a couple coins. You gain 1 wealth.
That wasn't a
She
couple.
melts into the shadows. You feel your neck and you notice the wound has healed completely. Your body feels ice cold. You gain 3 charm. You lose 3 physique. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still.
All right. I'm gonna go to the palace, and I'm gonna do administration work because I'm boring like that. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. "Would you like to learn to juggle?" he asks excitedly. "I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum." "Sure, that's a cool skill to have." You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse and another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. All right.
More
nice.
finesse. That's so much finesse.
All the finesse.
I'll go to the alchemy tab.
The alchemy tower. More cleaning options.
You can always go back, by the way, too.
Press B, right?
I'll just clean the lab.
You want to clean the lab?
Why not? You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals.
That never goes well.
Great. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, while you're in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. This can be good. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Drink it.
Nice!
Really?
No,
Alright.
Just drink it.
Drink it, alright.
You quickly drink the potion. Your stomach acid seemed to have quelled the potion's fury. It's all that time at the tavern. You gain 2 magic.
Nice!
Wow, okay. Let's go to the arena.
Is there really like a
Let's
strategy
bet on fights.
to this?
What?
You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 0 wealth.
Oh.
During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. Defend myself. You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge. He rules in the plaintiff's favor and orders you to surrender 2 wealth.
So is there a strategy to this, or is it just like you just go?
It's
for
trial
it?
and error. Sometimes like a random thing will happen. Like, the point is like there's a lot of different combinations of things happening in this game in every single one of those locations.
Tavern.
Tavern it is.
And bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and in tips and gain 2 charm. Over the course of the week, you've noticed that your skin becomes paler and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. You lose 3 physique.
Oh my god.
That's like
You
negative.
have all the charm and nothing to back it up.
One day you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair. Her neck fully exposed. You can even see a vein or 2. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form right in front of you.
Ooh.
Then there are dozens of people around and they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day and your bed sheets are soaked with blood that is not your own. You look in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and that your teeth have dulled. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos. Screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Oh, by the way, the tavern's busted now, my bad.
The tavern's now closed.
I might have
Jesus.
killed everyone in here. My bad.
Under the forest.
poodles.
Let's go hunting. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell their pelts for 1 wealth. One night through the trees, you spot a group of cloaked figures, all standing in a circle. They are chanting in unison. O mighty Lord of the Night, Master of Beasts, Bringer of Pain and Derision. One of them runs from out of the darkness and pulls towards the rest of the... Oh, sorry, let me reread that, I'm dumb. One of them runs from out of the darkness towards the rest of the group. Sorry everyone, but I was reading this calendar wrong, he says. We were supposed to summon the demon yesterday. Now we have to wait a whole year to try again. There's a collective sigh as the group disperses. You learned a bit about demon summoning. You gain 1 mind and 1 magic.
What the fuck?
And the forest... Oh, the forest isn't done yet, okay.
Okay. Let's go to the gardens. I'm a landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. You've noticed over the course of the week that the number of people drinking alcohol in the park has increased dramatically. Join in the drinking. You drink ludicrous amounts. Your alcohol tolerance increases even more. You gain 1 physique.
Nice.
I
Damn,
am
take.
going to go to the alchemy tower.
When
Okay.
in real life, I would
I'm
be dumb.
gonna brew a potion.
Oh, now you're not.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from all the work and instead throw a cantrip party. One alchemist waves his hands and produces confetti in front of him.
Yay!
Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Simple trick. By snapping your fingers, you change your eyebrow color. Not bad, one of the alchemists says. You gain 1 magic.
Dig shit out.
Bah! And they're like purple. It's like, fuck yeah.
We're gonna go to the palace, and we're gonna do administration work.
Nice.
You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. 2 wealth and 1 mind. One day, you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Try to figure it out on my own. Several hours later, you figure it out and had a small chuckle is had. All that thinking gave your mind a workout. You gain 1 mind. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten?
Alright. I'm gonna go to the hospital. And I'm gonna tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and 1 wealth. One day, you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it.
2 extremes
Do you
here.
have a higher magic stat?
I do. I'm gonna talk to the ghost.
Whew, okay.
You approach the spirit and try to explain to her the effect that she is having on the sick. She seems to understand that what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everybody. She walks through a hall and is never seen again. A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. You gain 2 wealth.
Hey.
These doctors
we're
just
all
toss coins
pretty
around.
Yeah, these
It's
doctors
nothing.
are fucking swimming in money.
Dude.
Here's to your unconventional problem solving.
Hey, you dealt with that ghost.
Right.
Here you go.
Let's go to the palace. Attend the ball.
Hell yeah. It's all about balls.
Ooh, so fancy. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse.
So charming.
One day, you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break. It rotates as you apply pressure and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large, dusty room filled with barrels. Yes, you found the king's famous wine cellar. Keep quiet about what you saw. Just knowing you have a secret to hide is so exciting. You gain 1 charm and 1 mind.
So charming, this one.
Oh. Did you not see my luscious beard?
I so wanted you to just be like, drink it all!
I'm gonna go to the slums.
I'm trying to cut back.
Ooh. We're gonna fight crime.
Ooh.
You spend the week outsmarting
Right.
and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, you hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on dogs violently ripping each other apart.
Hey, Michael Vick.
Jesus. One of the men spots you and asks, Oi! Would you like to participate in our little betting game?
Nice.
Move back a little bit, Mr. Loudman.
I'm gonna bet on the dog fights.
Nice.
You put down a bit of coin to bet on the dogs. Bloody brawls. You lose 1 wealth. After a night of betting on dogs, making bloody messes of each other, you manage to earn 0 wealth.
Nice. Let's go to the gardens. I want to.
Everyone's drinking.
I'm gonna meditate because everyone else is. You
I
spend
like
the
how
week-
your meditation is like lying on a tree.
That's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
that. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, a beggar comes up asking you for any spare change. Give him some coin. You toss him a sack of coins. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night you recognize him on a bench. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh roasted chicken. He sees you and smiles with a toothless grin. You feel good about yourself. You gain 1 physique.
Look at that charm in mind, though.
Yeah, dude. You gain 1 finesse.
Oh.
You gain 1 mind.
Oh.
You gain 1 charm.
Oh!
You gain 1 magic. Wow.
Wow.
The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Almost. Look at those fog rolling.
Oh, goodness, what do I do?
Do you guys want me to tell you the min-max strat, or do you just want to go with it?
No,
Let's go with it.
Just go with it.
Let's go with it.
We're so close.
Where have I not gone? I haven't gone to the...
Slums?
Slums. That's a good one.
You can't go to the tavern because it's
Let's
someone.
Let's
Oh,
pickpocket.
I'm sorry. Nobody told me I'd turn into a vampire.
You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. Look at that finesse. One day, while wandering the slums, you notice that the stones used to line the road seem to have a certain pattern to them. With a piece of paper and pencil, you manage to work out that each type of symbol corresponds to a letter of the alphabet. Deciphering the code points you to a small trap door hidden in a back alley. You descend it to find a dimly lit room with 2 cubes hovering off the ground, text scribbled across them. The Gallant. You touch the cube labeled The Gallant. Everything flashes white. You wake up at home feeling a little odd. You gain 3 charm.
Hey,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
You're like 3 away from me now.
I know,
Or
I
4.
know.
Yeah, that's what turning into a vampire does for you.
Yeah, I'm super charming.
Let's go to the arena.
You're gonna tell the Yawhg to go away, and it's gonna be like,
Hey,
yeah, alright.
Yawhg, you mind, like...
Let's compete.
Go.
You
Nice.
spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse.
Nice.
While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly.
Ooh.
An awkward exchange happens, in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular artists in the arena, butts into the conversation.
We needed it. Move it back.
Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's in time. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? You feel happy for Kelly. You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter, despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. You gained 1 charm. That was a little sad. Okay.
I am gonna go to the gardens. I'm gonna landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal gardens. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a toothless old woman approaches you. I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? Of course I would. You spend 1 wealth on the beans. Later, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden.
I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Finally.
I'm gonna tend to patients. What do you mean, finally? You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before. While walking by his bedside, he asks you he looks to you and rudely asks for a glass of water. I'm gonna ignore him. Get the fuck out of here. You walk past the man, pretending you never heard him. He dies soon afterward from dehydration. You're surprised at how little this bothers you. You gain 1 mind? The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder. Drowns us. Crushes us. Ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it Are we past saving? Okay.
Take an occupation.
You go first,
You
John.
go first, boy.
Yep. Oh boy.
The tailor is... Do you guys know?
I've got a lot of finesse, so I'm assuming the tailor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You make and mend clothing faster than anyone would have ever expected, but you tire quickly. If only you had more stamina, you'd be the best tailor anyone's ever seen. Regardless, you manage to make a new set of clothes for every survivor. Morale increases, and everybody is pretty excited for their new socks, scarves, hats, etc.
Nice.
This helps the survival effort a lot.
I have a lot of physique.
It's your choice. Do what you want to.
I'll be the smelter.
The smelter.
You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building material. Hey,
Sorry.
with the modest amount of riches you have, you manage to provide a significant amount of metal. You melt it all down, and the smiths take it and work it into various tools and building materials. This helps the survival effort a lot. You lose 3 wealth.
Alrighty, so my top is finesse. Oh boy, not good. Oh, how did I get 8 magic? When did that happen? I don't remember doing anything magic. If it's finesse,
You changed your eyebrows.
I did change mine. I thought I only gained like 2 magic for that. Though.
2 and then +1 from the other. You did...
That puts me at 3.
That's out of 5 plus 3.
Oh, you start at 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Then let's go with the looter.
The looter. Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's gonna
You
go.
break into abandoned buildings and hoard together everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth. You gain another 3 wealth. This hurts the survival effort.
Wow.
Well,
Well.
with 14 charm and 15 mind, I think the leader is probably smart.
Alright. The leader.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our homes to rights. But the effort was futile, doomed. The city bled survivors, and eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. And perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. Blake. I've never seen
Me
us
neither.
lose before.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Your previous alchemy experience serves you well after the Yawhg. You start an underground potion brewing facility. You get people hopelessly addicted to your variety
Oh
of
my
substances and exchange them for favors and services. You do well for yourself within the broken walls of the former village. The fact that many people are dying from potion overdose phases you little.
Jesus. Here you go, Shelby.
Is that me? The town is in shambles. You're too afraid to go anywhere else. One day, somebody offers you strength potions in exchange for your services as a bodyguard. You happily oblige. After a few strength potions, you become strangely dependent on them, craving them constantly. They take a huge toll on your body, and your health deteriorates quickly. On the outside, you look like a hulking beast, but your insides are rotted and limp. One day, you have too many potions. Your corpse is found face down in a puddle of vomit and foam.
Jesus Christ. Here you go, Blake.
You escape the ruined town with giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets. You move to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the new city you move to has their own horrible evil. The Yawhg sweeps through your city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go to When you go to rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, which results in you bleeding out on a pile of rubble.
Jesus. You attempt to distract yourself from the disasters unfolding around you. You try meditation. You spend weeks at a time sitting in one spot, trying to cross into another plane of existence. After years of attempts and self-sacrifice, you finally manage to cross over to the astral realm. You come to find that the astral realm is exactly like the normal world, except everyone's eyes are slightly smaller. Everything is just as wrecked and broken as it is over there. You don't know how to get back home. What the fuck?
Wow. That was fucking depressing.
Let's do it again. I liked it.
I'd be down.
Yeah?
Sure.
Alright, well, next time on Legacy of Mark John, the retry and hopefully success of
Blake?
It's not gonna be a
the
success.
Yawhg.
I'm gonna
I
fuck
blame
it
your
all up.
looting.
Yeah, it was because everyone else helped the survival effort a lot, right?
Yeah.
I know. You were just
Yep.
like, take the
I
money.
was like, I'm gonna loot.
And the game broke again, but that's okay. Thank you guys.
Thanks for
Well,
joining
it-
us.
It may not have broken. The music's still going.
Yeah, I know, but it's like frozen.
Blah, 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 blah.